how is Shanghai and China after the corona crisis? Let's find out. My name is Magnus Detmar. I live and work here in Shanghai, China, and I source products for people all over the world. Companies, influencers, private people. I source a lot of product. Right now I'm sourcing a lot of masks because the world is in need of it. But I'll tell you a little bit about the mask. Here in Shanghai and basically all over China, you have to wear one of these when you're walking on the street, when you're going on public areas. Everyone on the street actually has it. So it's not only about protecting you, but it's also showing the respect to your environment. That's why you have to have it on. Another thing that they do in order to prevent the spread of the virus is that they're checking temperature everywhere. They're checking temperature when I go to the gym, they're checking temperature when you're going to restaurants, to my office, everywhere. Because every time you enter a building, they have to check it right now. So that's something that I feel more safe, that they check temperature for everyone that goes in. So now you're probably wondering, so is everything back to normal? And here in Shanghai, yes. All the bars, all the restaurants, all the gyms, everything is back to normal. What you have to consider though is that during this crisis, they locked down for a couple of months. So a lot of people have went bankrupt, they closed down, stuff like that. So it's a little bit different now. You cannot be as certain that you can actually go to the restaurant or bar where you went to before. But there's only a few that I actually heard closed down. When it comes to transportation, basically everything is back to normal. When you go into the subway, they check your temperature. But more than that, like DDs, all these renting bikes, subway, all the transportation like the high-speed train, the planes, majority of it is pretty much back to normal. Of course, sometimes you can feel that when you're walking into like a elevator or when you're walking on the street without a mask, then people will look at you, maybe talk about like why Goran should put on the mask. But more than that, I mean, they treat me really, really well, as they always had. And they're really trying to get back to normal because they went through such a struggle during this corona crisis. And now all the businesses are up and running. Like for me, that I source a lot of product here from China, all the factories are back to normal now. A big problem though right now, which is kind of a weird situation, is that you can't travel outside of China because then you can't get in again. If you're traveling with your old visa, even though you have a residence permit or a working permit, whatever you have, you cannot travel into China right now. If you're renewing your visa now during the last like few weeks, then you can probably travel in and out. But right now it's not really the time to travel. There are very few flights and there's a lot of other countries that make you sit in quarantine whenever you go. Ni hao. Okay, old guy just said like hi to me. Anyway, so if you're traveling to a country that's a risk country and you come back home again, then you actually have to sit in quarantine here for more 14 days. For me, it's kind of a weird feeling that I can't really go back home. I have to stay here. I have no plans of leaving, but just the feeling of not being able to go home is kind of weird. But who am I to complain? It's like blue skies, 22 degrees, it's sunny, so I'll just make a lot of videos from this beautiful city, Shanghai, that I love. I'll see you tomorrow in another video.